I was able to be a kwabana yam from Mega TV and platform we so. So over the weekend video bina a sequality nina a Hopeson Adorye. I'll copy him a Yibia na president as vice president Dr. Bomia and in the year etiasia. Now way and ana Hopeson a chia to the stand say or chia Dr. Bomia. One chia Samira and a Ghana for movies say adende na course wanchia ne nsam ehun se na odi na no ekasa Hopeson ye obi aba montin so edi nchirimu waba aba be review secret ayo ho die ntia wanye den wanchia maame no anase die ntia saa enema no ankoso ye ntie nsam a Hopeson edi toja na ansa na be kon mesrew se wunya subscribe ya hanom eya number 1 authentic platform Mega TV akopon enko bibia ho na onhyiraw yentie se ni bia koba ye beto aso yem platform yeso yakopon kan.
Then I'm also a tactician. You know, maybe drew baby within seconds no make you scan the environment and who said yes it. So on it. But tena one training ano as it ho
Chere basie
as it training say ya catch training say man him baby an chia me say muda
one that catch that sabi that
man chia onim nipa odin free bani ba ya o ka say me training etimi no me ya we one say ma nya attempt say me training say
okay
I'm aware nti ma nya attempt say me training say
okay
etira me kasa me say second lady how are you what you so oh I'm doing well oh mo share video no me kasa bibia ma no kasa e what you so
e no je so
what you so
but who want
to because I knew say ye chia bana no share that fa book say we obi ebi
because me hu
na ma hu say wakai
say yes
ye ka kire no no etimi so no me nya atem de say me kwa kwakia wo o jase ya di ti na me bie ma no wo de hwe video ni ye pa me say how are you o man it so that I'm good ana bi twa mu o mo maka ina me che o mo number 2 Boniface na nedi machi Samira ncha Boniface
okay
YB Bobia Samwane to aso wanchia no wanchia yenkofo ni na one lady bia na wo di akiri pa oduru ba me ho no ka chen say me oye delegate ana ba umia say oh ana ya bra be hu me ono pe ana ba umia yirechia no saga no pe
sa
eti the moment I watch United Party na popo bi say no so na Subawe ye didi first lady man ye Subawe sa Subawe
me say commander pedia wo ken wo say
minim eti me ma frim Boniface no mo aka no so
so mo so free party ni
mo ma free party ni mo nti dey oni wo mo personal beef ana
nti wo na ko no wo personal beef
me no ne me wo personal beef because o ma kwa shem crofo ati so mo ndidi matem ana me reply wo mo squarely what you say
okay
me hwe MPP put together omo ntimi mi o Oba no nya din see me o.
We video.
Dabi nya mo tira mo hwe kakra. Me say MPP put together. Obo ntimi mi o. Me.
So also the NPP akwashe baby just for consecutive elections so move so answer no baba.
Onimu you see onye politician. Ni kunu no. Said ye emre bia ya na make kana say mo ntimi wene ni ade no. Me chia no hwe said na ni agya o de me sresre. That is a politician. What is it? Fancy comedy. Me odi me ni me ratempa. Omo che no. Ana me frɛ ho sɛ ɔno susu mbere case atia no. Ana Moses Abo e frɛ me ni me kasa ya na me jaye.
Moses Abo so bibia wo hu.
Enu a wo hu me anu odi America do ba ye. Oh, what say? This is fancy comedy ana me che ano me so ho te sɛn. Man kasi wadi matem ti on free ho ana se bibisa. Me je no so kama. Apa de free ho. Be a politician, understand certain things. What you say? Now, what person will be the first lady in this country? Now, Usubania. Now, Ghana for ebe ma o kwan se bra be the first lady. E wo kroma se.
Now, what do you Ghana ni?
Why Ghana ni ofi kruben so? Look, Alanche Martin Fred so. Ne yire Christabel Efri abetifi kwa abetifi. John Mahama free ball ne yire free e kan se example in Kransa area honum. What you say? Akufo-Addo free Chebi ne yere efri nkran Bawumia efri ye kanisen wale ne yere free Kroben so Martin yere Krom dinda wo ka mo so free Madina wayan grani why na waga na ha se awose Madina eye di kro a wo free why eti say wo free Niger no aba betena ha na by ayi watena ha say ya no aba be di second lady a what you man be church ho enwu ye so me papa free Achiavi in Keta constituency me ma me free Koviaji in Central Town constituency I am proud me gire free Senya Breku wono wo free hiva
Enkwafa so ko man to kwadodo
na dey e ma di to kwahia me ade ntina me ngo wo di to kwahia me ade ntina me ngo na se wo yo ba na se wo mu be ma se ukunu eye be ma awuda nachi no wo mu be ma na wo kokodi be ma na temo na wa ye din no wo hwe me dey that thing don't bring it to me wo di ba me no be squarely me do be squarely hwe me dey grade say Samira say meka se wo di amama to fo bo alanche manten ku fo yiri wu ya omukọ wa hu wo di sa video na make ma se ne ama hwese ne wo je dani mu chenche no ho twe no asifu say wa hu ayi bi who are you wo woni nam kan US obi ahu wo ko impo obi ahu who are you me 1991 na me head teacher 1991 na me head teacher of a school 1992 I ever to first elections in the Fourth Republic. I was a presiding officer. I received a slap for a military man that day. Because we see me you can say box no mo see daddy. What's that now whatever? Just say Fataya free Egypt abedi first lady of Ghana. Et you free Niger ba be first lady. Wo ne ni china. Ya catch no. Se sasubawi woni ni ne endi ni china na me no I am ready what dem say the next public event e be share do dem bohu what dem bohu
there be say one kasa one watch the mama yati ase say spiritually no wo spiritually no eni so chia until no one chia so let it end there.
It will not end. It will not end.
Man and this thing.
That's a politics.
That be say by force section.
You see, yeah. O jan TV dia say.
Me dia be menti ase be problem dem won am say menti am ya.
Me your political strategies. Me I will be their focus all the time. On social media dey. Oh MB hold that. And their strategy. Na dey. Na na musunya Hopeson Adorye. Me you o mo attention freedom mama mu osukra.
Because me video now. Why mo kra wan make attempt to stop person chia no. It means why mo what tia say eni so chia o. Ti na wo so won chia no. Enti wo chia no public event asia men chia no.
Men kwankwa chia no. Na me se mo de mbohu. Wo de mbohu. The disrespect I'll give her. Wo de nyabotre. I am saying me means road na make am asemu. Wo ja say. You ba won sorry free one. We are not sure Abuja announcement say Kufu Ado ba na ngaje Boniface Mumienko. Ani sorry any okoye.
And now person be hu na na.
I have said it to myself from 2023 now me you kwa yes me di ani mu no mo ya ye du hodo ma na ma back up. Be say mun konkwa chiabra. Wo mu chiabra ni ato aso. Timothy so ba na me say enko. Me mfa ma say munsi.
Ojo ma na meto ho na. Why attempted to greet?
Me greet him. And I mean person me show that respect disrespect to him. Et say me free ho. Be there no. Eye personal.
But what I want everybody to understand and they say, who name person, would you to mu say, na nya de abechia Samira.
Dabi.
Because who video ni clearly, I won't cry want na once I will say.
Men na be dikan. Ma chia adru ni kunu so. Edru no ho mantene mensa.
Enti enya disrespect, who na want chia no.
Me I want am say second lady at the saying. No so eye. Be say mo video no bi om na mo.
Na make say e kira say wo no what ase say wo mpesa wo be chia that's why one attempt
the MPP for no ye no and na me say the next say you know omo be hu the total disrespect
and you say ye chita for na nyo no say ba wi ase ma omo fa omo fo nko ne so
enfa hu bra what that Samira has made my day what I say mo bodam watch the video well. Esru se ma chia me say no o te won chia me esru no o ja say na ntena me nsa the dear mano chiano no or jeso. Ah, Mrs. Sabo video no bianche. Me dear mano edichiano no or jeso. What is it?
Nani didn't know.
Me no ko e. When I say me no ko.
Say ya we didn't Jane na ba mu.
Me did.
Only na nya beef anu no.
Ah na dey Nigeria ma mu say. Say NDC for say me free Togo. Me need problem. Me call me Chrome I don't need passport. Ayi Samira ko ni Chrome nya passport. When the passport won't me ko ni Chrome. What better do I ko ni Chrome? Wo nya passport. Me I don't need a passport. Achia is in Keta constituency. Me nru afra wo kra yo na mama me cross border. Me ma me free ko viaji central town udu sugago pa no branch roundabout no branch left. Etime mitimi krom. Zone yete no. Mitimi krom. E dey say no what you organ. Me say mo misa ne say ofri hin. No one can say me free na doli kalio me free sisala na say me free say. Mo misa ne so betima abo bebi a ofri a. E wo Ghana ha say ya. O ka Madina nso dia Madina enim so obi amfi ho. But Madina yen kran for asase. Some almost started so almost establishing Madina. Yeah, establishing Madina prayer tambe. Na den me free ayi. Anso sanka me kwa kodi pon katamanzo. Ya bo bia sam wodi MP wa denta no free ho. Officer Cheduma say anso so aba be di MP ho no. Ana me wa. Patribo ama o ka go central o free ho. On free ho. Etigana nkra ha se de nipa bebre di MP a o mu free krom ha se but o mo tega ba ye bisa se wo krom ye e wo here se o tibi bok o tibi point ni hu candidates o mu kogina se abobo bebi o mu free o mu kogina aduchum wo ne o free bosontwe ne referee area hono ma yi e ka de say krede japo free asin ne referee mampon ya bubo wo so de free but we me agere ofri hin e wo Ghana ha say every before me ani mo be corner level papa e dey say that we do Ghana me say I will be the center of attraction going 2028 that one who say yes don't go here
all right
so that is it enti wuti nsema Hopeson ye wo vi e kana na chese spiritually no wakoba bi ma me na koba bi ama o maka che nsema wonchia Hopeson sansona spiritually no Hopeson so enim dada se oni kwan se otene nsa sei edichia eye samira bomia enti na chese amagane amagashia eni hu amagahuhu omomie no bompunu mpusa na chese sebi omohu de ekoso na omwankasa aya wese o saadie we die eni kwan se yeye enti awase ye man wo but Hopeson ade ba kwa no kan se so obehwa na ye titi kasa ni na brow sister na one no ebinya beef because sabi ohuni se samira bomia arrogant abusia ho de menti ase yi mu na mo decide se mo nchia mo de I don't think say honum no arrogant bi wo baby ana ebia na Hopeson ni nim de oyeden or patchy but yentu fa na yenko na yenti Hopeson analysis on Keno Forata any OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor and ransom mo di betu edwa efa Attorney General ne docket a opeso ogifri OSP honum na omohwehwe Keno Forata ne nsem ni emubi na Bernard Muna enso honum bi PNC right Bernard Muna onso no honum bi yenko na yinti sanse ni bi na ekoba yebeto aso
also okofa obi free Benin nipa no akire nti spiritual issue semeti ase ana komanda enye sa meti wase a spiritual issue ana spiritual issue
sabe dey me ni problem ana makacho say me metia no oje so man shake ni hana but metia no
na wo ye de na wo say ni sa wo chia ni nsam ti a wa ntene wo say
na den na me yeti ase meti apa yeah Opa make any move about me the next day me fro wakacho
me try
me so dey try
I go try and see something
what dey try hey opa kokko fo obi afri hifa nkoko bi kwati sam go free e ka dey say Ethiopia be go kroma me try TV so gayo me try TV so gayo
all right ka be me bibi okay you quiet topics in this way okay hey okay sorry
na Hopeson any minuaba. So makoshia wa obi eyase. They didn't agree to that as it's a national issue.
Enya national issue, me na me bisa no.
It will be far me time.
Me fa what time? Some of time be now.
The time ni na ma.
That.
After that one night.
Parliament. Parliament of Ghana.
Parliament chamber ho no.
What is it?
Pacho mo fa chamber no photo no
What is it, Hopeson?
Yeah.
Have you seen the British Parliament?
Yeah.
Have you seen how crowded they are?
Yeah.
Ghana for ne was Sikache and British. Yeah, ne was Sikache. They don't go there for a luxury trip.
Yeah.
So they sit very close to each other. Now, a Drew, so now sorry, it's like it's a bench is crampled. The British Parliament. What are we trying to demonstrate? Say Ghana for you was a cap bebre. So our parliament must look so to be so festooned. This is not the first time yes, it's Sankonya and in our parliament. British Parliament, they just come and dust it. In Konya Dabdana Yehu for more than 40 years, that is the same sittings within the British Parliament. They don't change it. Chambano is not a luxury place for people to come and sit down. There is even a new decision in our parliament. Say, parliament will sit from 2 p.m. From 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That's where parliament will sit. Now, more ministers and other appointees no make me acquire mujima no maba. In some other jurisdictions, parliament sit about 3 times in a week or less.
Yeah.
Because you come and do it and go back to the work that you do.
When you compare British Parliament, some check your phone.
Check the British Parliament, they are sitting. And look at this perennial decoration of our parliament. We take off the old things. No, be the
British Parliament.
No. Look at how they are.
This is British Parliament.
Look at how crowded the place is.
My full picture.
So, honestly speaking, I'm not enthused.
Yeah.
I'm not enthused the least about this regular changing of parliamentary, your friend is saying, sitting arrangement and everything, new chairs imported, no way, anyway.
I
benches, benches, pews, and on my to say it is something. I don't see it. And to be honest with you, how many laws?
Yes, simple.
Yeah.
How many laws do we pass in a year? Do we need all these members to be in parliament to pass one law? Do we need that? When we say you cut your coat according to your cloth, Parliament is supposed to be one of the outfits that must be modest. So that other people can simply live.
Yeah.
But when Parliament is showcasing flamboyance, what do you expect? Into where a Parliament, ministers' offices or mobile saying, CEO offices or mobile there. So for me, I don't think that it sends a good signal. It doesn't send any good signal. At the end of the day, say could be shushum. Sika mobeka say o ma say ediaye and now we no. It will be too much that we can control.
Come my picture and be boy pa. Sremwa.
Na odu na say na.
Daddy we no kura say ni party so. They should take this human beings off and see the chairs I'm talking about. Say yan dia no mobile ba kire no. Na ni panty o.
Ni panty so.
And yes sir. Check the British Parliament and check their seats.
Check the empty chairs of British Parliament.
Oh, they are saying it is hardwood. So for me, this is a situation for me that look, our leaders must live simple, so that followers can simply also survive.
And what happens to the old chairs?
I think a conversation be I was say ye bisa.
Daddy perennially, okwa no mo dey akopaki baby, no mo abakasa mo year auction. No biaji, then it goes into the market or go to people's homes. Perennially, o dey office to office. Meti ha say na me oba be je TO efimi nsema. Akonya na me mete so no, you say you don't want it. So new chairs and new furnitures are being brought all the time. How is that a case?
Asemo.
All right. Another day by you, Yamini and Boafo. Tama na me penomanfa, mommy and Koyanim.
Now, maybe I make a question about Cope. Adentina like yentimi madeno enwo ho kone nimni enhu se oh yes sir adi 20
yellow ekura mo de bai akufa da no kwa ye kan wasam a na nya papa enhu sika buburuja e me wi eche yes company no kura be sesa de na nya papa no wom enti wutum se enye nkonwa a ache enye nkonwa ache
hwe me wura minister bi office wo me hwe na konya wote so na se konya wo de mfata papa yi
enso atso
no wote so what you say big o kasi o talk konya o bon so o talk konya enso so am say you okoto ye no enu aso no wote ma me embo yi e kan say minister of finance
yeah
okono ho da konya wote so no hu sa konya dada na dey si wona
no a
an wote so ango beti ma to foforo but wajai no wote enu aso I should tell you say or juni bibi na we je na che say aban sisem bia yes chamber ho no man ase dem I don't think say well yen ka say mu hia laws o yen ka ni sa but I mean
actually
too much they don't need it
they don't need it that then they don't need like you go there to go and perform a certain function who we are now I call baby you have offices in the chamber na kasano what is it about it more offices they are luxurious enough inti mu we juma you are na mako mu chamber na mako ye and then you are first tuning the chamber as if it is something.
Ya say nyanya me kra na fa afia nkom be si new chamber. Ya nyere ye ho akomu si new chamber.
New chamber o musi a me I don't see anything.
Oh there be sisi ade ye hia ye si kasa monye.
No I don't see.
Ye si kasa monye na be si new chamber.
From Kwame Nkrumah pen to be si
kasa. Hopeson from Kwame Nkrumah no. How many graduates were unemployed?
Yeah, honestly do akas.
How many graduates were unemployed? Who we school na no ma kope bangola ma no mo de car ma na wa je ejuma ayo.
University o mo patch once.
Me see, that time no, hwe ni party say Akufo-Addo mo, Atamils mo, Dread Mama mo. They were fed in school. In fact, they went on protest. Say eduane a omo ba be mo no, omo ma omo chicken instead of beef. And yes sir.
Yeah.
Omo say niyama e wo university. It is a comparison now. My can say, oh, we never had enough. Within that time, no, Obia where we school, Unyo Jumayo. There were some professions, Enunti, Nipa Ekofeno, teachers, for instance. Oko College of Education, you were posted. Nursing, who we are now on my post you. Medicine, who we are now on my post you. All those prime, your friends saying, professions. So see who we are now must say licensure exam. Who we are now must say continuous fee and son why you say and yes sir, what has happened? We have depleted all the gains that we were making as a nation. So we cannot use the comparisons there from independence. From independence, people were getting jobs to do. It is a buy no to cramp into me in your bibia, but your income could take you home. Today, when you don't have an income, how do you survive?
Yeah.
No, what I mean is one say every year, yeah, budget. Okay, executive, or mudi any minister, we are doing. Over judiciary, parliament, their man, court for their mom, legislature, parliament for their mom. And it's your money now. Why, yes, I have your money. Now,
camera,
oh, that's a TV and your crime. Oh.
So on the that's a scan of no fee say we no more yeah. Me I don't have problem with it. But what I mean is the frequency. I you too much. Say ababia sesan say yes sesan the floor of parliament and the I don't think say good enough. Say sesan make be 20 years plus.
Yeah.
Kobe 30 years. Be sesan. It's okay. One with the
okay.
And I'm not just say every 8 years be an sesan chamber hodia. I don't think say yeah say yeah encourage to cry. Say sikano eka na say ebia mo nuama sisa mo de ye mo ntima mfanya ba mo fanko ye the floor of parliament mo hwe mo nyina mo nkambo mo na mo fanko ye one project bi oba bi na mo ka say all 276 parliamentarians and the yes project we na mo di ato so say parliament of Ghana project ni na mo di ese wono e no be bo ase ye huhu wa he ye be ka mo ko gina floor na mo tutu bi mane ye be tutu bi amane.
All right, yeah, Attorney General and OSP Bernard concerning Kenoforiata cases what say you prosecute to AGC onya docket from OSP so ogusu onwie
Minia Atik Mohammed Ambefa Nebo Mekai said Dana OSP Eka said he has declared a very important and prominent citizen fugitive of the law. I think Becca said, what is the meaning of this? Oh yeah, ayesana nipe who say, quote, you are realigned with the new regime. Because Obabeye OSP, no, there were a lot of reservations. And so Obeye OSP. Jabi Ochridako and Edo Baye.
On your for that
Obienim.
Yeah.
Say you were being pushed by Gabi Ochildako. And eventually you became the OSP. Enti ayame say Makotina dying bimu. And you rehearsed what you needed to do. You declared a fugitive for justice. Yan kasa eben banona 4 years aba. Na ya declare no. Your friend is saying you are filing nolly prosequi. Say we are no more interested in the matter. Na bibia wa wia na wafa. Ya de bia me baha na me kai will say all these buildings around you. 90% belong to members and appointees of Nana Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, sure. Near where you actually hear
90%. Ifa na omunya sasika no. Of course, Vice President Baumia Ekachire say, ono and it be fair MPP by 2026. 2016
more munya sika.
Na amount for enya sika. But one country kwanu omo fire omunya sasika no. So all those monies are being spread around. Now OSP you can. Me see, it got to a time, I think it was the other past case. And some other cases. Now Iyoko, no more pay docket no. OSP yes, omo edinechi, omo share information omo nya. And necessary the past case no. It's virtually gone. There's nothing to follow. Because why yes, you did your theatricals, gymnastics, and acrobatics. In the case no, what's I know. So and all the other for that. But OSP no, does he have powers more than the Attorney General?
No.
In the why your investigations, among person among cautious here, no more further investigations. Near baby away no Fabra near share, say me to us if you are. You are doing delay darling. I've heard the old catch there and say prosecution takes time. Which time does it take? Their investigations and now you were capable and convinced that Ken Ofori-Atta should be brought down. One Miambano, you declared him a fugitive of the law. So what investigations did you do? What evidence did you have to do that? And now almost say Fabra, baby I would do piano or the Fabra near shame. Because you have issued, the warrant has been accepted, the man can be extradited. And yes, sir. Until then, Aka. So if the OSP has become incapable of feathering, because say Oba be resetter. Reset cannot take us through the same tortoise place. The slow snail pace now, justice was taking place in this country. Some people died in trying to get justice, because of the long time procedures now. We can continue that way and think that we are under reset. Until the OSP is not willing to go along with the reset, they should find a way to remove him. Now, Amunfa Dipa, now Jane say we must speedily, because they are Monamoka and law for no. We say justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah.
And yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. Domilelevo ye you if you need civil society organizations echo court. Omoko court no ewie no, then they see here. The judiciary waited and waited and waited and waited. Later, they gave a pronouncement saying President Akufo-Addo was wrong in removing the Chief Justice, in removing the Attorney General, Auditor General.
Yeah.
Time now, Omokasano, a new Auditor General was in place. The man had now passed retirement age. What is the justice that you have given him? What is the justice? The OSP, if you cannot speedily get Ken Ofori-Atta extradited into this country so that he can face the many questions that the law has for him, hand over the docket to the Attorney General or resign because you are not capable of speeding the matter. That is all.
Okay. Commander.
Yeah. Sadly, 18 years, but two are buying for say. Monshe Adia Nankalam at Chamanti Pesoya to fight the corruption. Dear Nanoka. Luckily, what presented GTP no copy of my president was saying all existing laws are dealing with corruption. OSP BAN 1. One day that was say what the Obiba that is a sign panel, yeah, the prosecutorial powers at the assurance. Say about anything concerning corruption, any whom someone sign panel, and then can say, why are they? Okay. Nanka, Otimi, so that you are Munsa free honing the Kaikam. The existing law of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Prosecutorial powers in war, Attorney General. Any OSP ho. It is a OSP betima prosecutor be just a Attorney General Amano express permission. Say yes, go ahead, answer. What me aye. Never this answer so there. What do you say? I don't know enquiry. So on your gem. Eti media baby adru me nanka me supporto a branch pass onyere no ho because any o share yini biase ntem ne ade ade no o mani je be sending the message kra e bo na baso so onyere no ho any ade but ye hu say baby adru ne de minia ade no ya ajinsem ajegon any ade now we can say can say that be when I didn't buy any ade already there is no about that so on it I send you a whole batch. Me no evidence is any on it. I no crack, but me no evidence. The man or Modesa position man. Me no evidence. Et me can't see any academy for evidence. As so a yadiasi, and the man no a yada the pa of a mechatrum. The power castle or possessor a branch in the OSP or can you new 1 week near no OSP. So on it, eti Samuel Bawina airport. They can't tap mobile office for front door. Be sure to be a big bonnet chitagra. And you could share baby. Or raise concern. A dear Casacasani solve your differences. Any other. And I'm saying, Bibinia, or no society, so my day. You any other. Eti when na mo fa brave no so man tia midway. Tia midway. Ka ho bi wo.
Tia midway den.
Otna say ye ankasa brave nka odamo. Wa ho ne tia no. Se na Akufo-Addo na ma supporter. Wo de wo hange ho sa nkane. Nka wa party abai de nka obenya the 100% support. So ne tia no. I don't so je mu ho no a. What they call ya ababedru baby adru. omo act no enye easy as a obetima ka say papa mo go through.
The act is an enactment of parliament, and the attorney general is an institution established by the constitution.
Yeah.
Any act or any law that is subordinate to the constitution prevails.
Yeah.
And yes, sir.
Yeah.
Anything that parliament has done can be undone by the same parliament.
No, it's like electoral commission.
Me see, anything that parliament has done can be undone by the same parliament. We are one of the entrenched clauses. Parliament and the and I say we are passing a law on a special prosecutor. In my opinion, that office does not even need to exist. Attorney General can function effectively. And no na oye jumana want me and Attorney General say Fabrian.
So we should advocate say we must scrap the office.
Okay.
What you say? Because we share every year budget allocation to OSP's office from the day I established here up to now. Now we be say who say sika do say no motima recover my ya. Now something else. So on you know, it is say you better take a decision as a nation say yeah scrap that office. Now fe bibia anko Attorney General ho straight. Na enya ni sa. It is an investigation.
A nation is a decision of President Akufo-Addo to bring special prosecutor. So it could be a decision of President John Mahama to scrap that office. Get Parliament to scrap it. And yes, baby as a nation. There is no nation without a leader. The leader will determine the direction we want to go. And John Mahama should just say that special prosecutor to Ejumano. Yashia and Attorney General Ejumano. A conflict. And the Constitution establishes the Attorney General office. In fact, it is the only office in the Constitution.
Yeah.
The only minister in the Constitution.
Yeah.
And yes, sir. Yeah. Any other thing, the president is at liberty to change. But Attorney General, no, they have a Constitution. Into any other thing that is coming to be in conflict with the Attorney General's office. They say Attorney General per se, on pursue. But on to me, extra when he doesn't have the facts.
Yeah.
What are the facts that made you to issue the other fugitive of the law? Fanning in Ambre, Nean Shushim. Say Simraswa, na yankasa ya fakwain near the naba.
So in this case, you know, are you trying to say Attorney General, why you weak? Or how is this what dealing with the OSP Nana?
Well, OSP said Monamo de Bribaya. Monamo say,
that's not a part of it.
United Party for
Martin
United Party for
the United apart from Balame can come. Then when you now mock that time we feel grandpa what's in when you now mock on a mode Papa Ibai. Look at what he's doing. Ceciano or Patrick say, you who is an enactment of parliament, your powers cannot be stronger and bigger than that of the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Say no, as a Attorney General, it's within the NC form. Now, what Shannon say, okay, maybe a mama 1 week, mama 2 weeks. Me here side way. I don't do another one for my dear. Then, obey to me, I recommend it to the president.
And that is why I sit again with Domilelevo. I say, share. Oma ye ora ejuma. Oma present facts. And I'm saying that senior officer COP Kofi Boache.
Yeah.
One of the best law students that this nation has produced. A black one akujeto. Na wakofa dom level. Na wafa Martin Pebu. Na oma hwehwemu. Na omo de evidence e de abrel on oral. Oti ho. You can now say justice takes place slowly. As usual.
Yeah.
4 years we do. If there is a change of government, now new Attorney General Aba, oh, that case mean to me and Swaso.
No, a trim.
So we wasted money. So the Attorney General cannot go on the tangent of being too slow.
No, I want with him. I've had opportunity to have a discussion with someone. Main discourse. Now, it makes sense. You
That's a want to say,
you see, Yamani go on to me can work.
But this is the Attorney General that came openly to talk about Papano signal,
national signal.
National signal.
Our courts.
Okay, almost started so moody. Who sent the city? Darling. How many months now?
That's what court today. I think now no more court and I accused, you know, or more withdraw charges because they say wa jet to so be witness. I'm a state.
Omo court do. What would they do? National service say omo first appearance ana ekokoye logo link. But I say omo say no section. No section is so omo appear. Eti omo beko. You see, me man do beko. So Obekaya, a black professor Mercebayer. How yes, or more prosecute the previous appointees. Because now it was in a rush. All the cases of Mduko failing in two of us. Omu failing in because it was in a rush. This one, upon all the evidence now, ye ora for the side by you know. Almost half actually. CID for more year more papu actually we more year more papu actually ke won't me konko what's na make us in bicho say kwaya o fast to the buy me meaning a fact no crepa but because you see am ko jina court I don't have the evidence I will lose it but I don't know interest yes me say only there any problem me say there e wo actually ntia de no buy no be ka ho asem am ni evidence no ha but a fact Eyadia esi ye a enti a wono baaye but wadanse ye wo he wo ne ete no eti enye nsem no nyina na ye rahye ekokot e wo ho ebra wonye solid hwe ayi a wo ye sei ebi wo hono mu a ye mfa ne se ministry bi na akwaya afi wo hia witness obetimi amade no atima ye solid ebi a nkrofo ne ye mfa ne se 5 na ba ko decide say me pese be de me ho ba that be your witness ma eye abanya omo betimi adropo no charges no aba be your witness ama aban said ye be ya ye betimi anya nkrofo we na nneoma bia se agi from wo no ya je from wo won dey tell no enti so wan nyesa nneoma ni nyina anwie yes ukita case no all right wo dey akwa do court afi ye bisa we na se ni ho ye bisa we na se ni ho no mo a the end of it ne say asem na wo dey call ye kra no emunye dru ya boagu no, I don't think say ebema the government good image than say ebe delay kakra mo be come bitima winning cases no. So on no because omo ye we nyina no omo hwe properties nso so eka ho because ye nya do room na say oye yi pa first as say to be confiscated o property said ye be ya ye bitima ton e de ama oman no ama oman na ateneka so on no na MPP for said your mosia di omanya wu no mesre President Mahama for 4 years what the emphasis say the first year kura no prosecution start here me nim say you see remember be one so ehye wo afeni e ba be vete Chief Justice Anambwa Chief Justice court ni nyina hye na say wono e de be decide say we yese ni na kai ka ho now nyabotre high profile cases no say ukoya na eko now womo agree say or assign quarter or betimi atnaso every day yen konko say mo connect 2 months time ni e kai ka ho e bia mo connect okay 3 days time momra 1 week time momra adechen amomra ni e kai ka ho e betima contem amiatima didi cases ni ye no is settled te say nuama e koso ni ade nti mesre say ye nya botre kakra ye de me na hwan pa na e senka ne ye do mo nyina tutumu a ebe de da say me so on dey no but me the system na say minim say ne say kofa and aside that no I can tell you hundreds of people just say omo investigate omo a me ne wo ayeti he yenim say nipa na nkasa
okranya say obeka ya na yenim so omo investigate no
be say what you na pokura film nkofo a omo call for investigations any ade no you have no idea obi okwa no akwa kofa ne salonka kitua bi no tembo ko no de akwa goro
ombesi ebehu
no ombesi ebehu what you say aduma de I can tell you say so most tatepa gidigidi ahu from her ama for bo mu se mo ma ban yi
ma mo ye ne hu
ebe baso
ana we can say omo can say sika omo aye na so no ye betimi agigi ni nyina ese say amanfo hu say look baby aye duru no
okay
and say ye robo for just like that
okay
what you say ana mesa ka say obi aye suspect ni eche no na amanfo ba ho so made that some people ni na enche omum
ye enche omum kan ho
enche omum nyina ngum because omo kwakoye omanboyefo it is established say sadi we ayira eye we though you say you are innocent until proven guilty e wo ho de nanso so say ye nyina ye te ho no ma ye ka se o ye pese tu ketase hyase ni ese we akwakoye ketase hye ni ache no no mo aboa mo hu sem ko ese as many as possible people on beti macho omo chob nyina for omo nkogum ade che omo land omo court to remand omo 1 week do omo kwata omo ba next time omo kongo gina obiam okay what you say because you are radical means how are we going to stop this corruption ono na China will be kokoye corruption na yaboni to akunu no omo no corruption is a first degree felony aha say yes okun obi a
amembe say baby China one former prime minister of China that
me who that
na bio
omuni ho show me with that all the former prime ministers who call Akudi prime minister of China the bag you take into that office
no one
they don't bring you omo Jumano as prime minister they have prime ministers bungalows just behind the presidency
near doko
na untumi emba publicly now only obia embeshia so you have become a state property enti ukowia bibia you cannot give it out you cannot come and enjoy it so all the prime ministers of China they are there the president can anytime go and consult them to seek views yankwa na oye president we are you come and sit down and be running businesses and be monitoring things but once you become the head of state you and the public have nothing everything the state take care of you until you are dead until you call presidency you are done it means that you are not coming back to the normal life you used to live so you cannot own property you cannot own anything but yet over here president that is the time to amass for your family so that when you finish you can come so your friends can own companies where we are then your friends can now be taking you on luxury trip daddy and see that
ko chado na ko hwe apartment bi asala ho no na bisa se hwan dia ku bisa se sani pa wo nya sika wo ana de baba yes ade ija tu
chado heye
oni masase ba ko bo ese ko hwe apartment asala e wo ho no na bisa se hwan dia opa ma me more specific o gina ko fi bo achifie no ho a na chi sei no the mechanic opposite obeka se fie nanim but enye fie nachi
ti behind
wo de hwe honum white apartment asala be bro honum bisa say hwan dia na bisa ho say Ghana why nipa no 2016 no oni hu de kokoshe ye wo honum obi honum wagazi o ana we obi aye na dia wani abre enye mani na abre o nemom asisie na ye sisi wo a wo hwe me no eno na sisi ye hwe what you say wo ko public officer wo ko se wo ko akojadin but Ghana no entisa wo wuramu se wo ko akopɛ wo ho asisi twasa de no yade bi na udin enka hono me odo airport VIP a obi a wonim bia ka VIP asema obo Hopeson a osori o what you say because man ko honum se me kwa kope me ko se me kwa kojadin da bia MPP fo ya na fe dia tro ni ne ka ga they say one day be ka se bia ombe ko crazy what you want people need to be ba pa say oh na da fu bi cross la obetima me 300,000 one pe kakra ma me se fe ma pam omo sa se bu abi kai Abu Ramadan friend me maybe was hey boys no the way omo every na omo se omo de ayi ba wompene no apam omo ni ade nti omo di trato so am so be it me mami di associated with that sami obi ananka mani briska ya wodi obi ba be fa ho keke $300,000 o
wanye cedi e kura nipa ni ti ade be fa ho
cash near the amount anumre na waje dia so boto mombe
ka ba ji mum
mombe Eka within 1 month nka me eka na go me to be cancer for akyere me waje. Kami so me kasa me to me say yes, kokoswe chado me estate wo hodom ni na ega. Nka so me tima ka bi.
Yeah.
But I decided to protect the image of the country. I decided to do that. But can you see that among others? No. Okay. Jubilee House. That time, officer no much check galamse assassin na. Ewo hodom. Okay? Let President Mahama be serious on Frempo Boateng's report on galamse. Ube hu nkofo kwakodem. Ube hu nkofo omkwakodem. They say there are certain things me mano. The MPP for me nemo kono pepe 2028. There are certain things I will not say it now. Me can say I am authority on that. Me can omugu bie ni hodmo ba be dispute. What dispute am be kosu ani sharp be podua.
Ayeka.
Ba dua boy.
Hey, wonya me say what me Benade say bia wa family sue anom wo say won fire. Opa de chinye na me face na pongo fom. Da hwe ni de ebeto. So na
What I was saying, come on, crowd. Remember, I said, I'm going to
my friend, let's continue.
So, dear General, Attorney General, yes, for next form.
Okay.
Marquisia Jabin, a limited time. Say amount 7 days, amount 14 days. You can't docket, you know, yes, sometimes you know better. I don't know, it goes to one farmer. Nobody take a decision on him.
Accra Coffee da cause more fire. My regards to Bernard Mona and Hopeson Adorye. Was now all the nice one I saw the Ghana here. Obi and someone called American cover Vice President. Muda so the Ghana. Almost what you. Ya made bo for atem. All right. Ma yetwa so anopay na United Party. Oh, me ma
yeah.
United
Ghana face.
Obo anchia wanye so nyina ka ho. Ai. United Party.
Ghana face.
UP plus.
Ghana face.
Na plus ni so efiri.
Plus no ye enhance of the UP.
Okay, all right.
Akwese wakoto iPhone. And 17 aba.
Now the Pro Max
17. And you want iPhone 17
Pro Max. Okay.
Then you Pro Max.
Okay. Okay, Bernard, your take on UP movement for change now UP. It's like I'm going forward. You almost say I say Alan and the year so pillar behind the whole thing, no, and say ofri wa and we are not ibegu.
And you no credit.
Commander, me mbisa wasem.
Yeah, political polarization. And to the multi-party democracy,
yeah.
I mean, for so say disagreements within political parties. My yet parties. And I'm saying this based on SC in the past. But any time you get divided, one share there is an adulteration of ideology. Because in Ghana politics, we are saying they are right-wing politicians.
Okay.
They believe in property owning democracy. Obia and Timin Kase Alan Chiramanten did not play significant role at the New Patriotic Party. The New Patriotic Party claims its roots. Its roots from the Ghana National Congress to the UP and the UAC.
No, PFP.
PFP. Minina Ekabum. The UP was a creation, Metimia Kasa and Kurma na Edebaye. There was in Kurma Ebedi Omampeni Ewo Ghana Hano. And who said there were political parties that were formed on tribe, on religion, on sectorial basis. Not Labour Party war, and yes sir. Now the Muslim Party war, now the Anglo Party war, now the Shimope Party war. Until that the Northern People's Party, the original MPP. not the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah.
In fact, the original NPP is the Northern People's Party. And the Northern People's Party carried as much as 16 seats. What you say? With only one to come from Buzia. Because not people teacher be eco defeated Dankwa in Chebi. So Nkrumah can say, or the law be by or the law be by and that's our law, no, your friend Avoidance of Discrimination Act.
Okay.
Into our law, no NMA parties no say you have to be nationalistic in character. Into all the other parties, no, Nkrumah, if he had left them in their federating units, and there will not be any significant party.
Yeah.
Okasa, the Northern People's Party and its majority, led by Chief SD Dombo, with their 16 seats, decided to go and sit down and make Buzia their leader with the one seat. And they formed the United Party. That is how the United Party was initially formed. So the United Party possibly was an amalgamation of the other parties outside of the CPP. Because within that time, many parties say Absumda your friend say Absumda Papa Baumia Papa Mumuni Baumia.
Yeah.
Now most at your if you Northern People's Party now mo de koka the UP no and almost koka Nkrumah ho. So Baumia's father from the Northern People's Party came to Nkrumah CPP. Absumda came to Nkrumah CPP, and then the reason why the upper regions was even created from the Northern Territories. It's a history that we have to go and check. But at that time, you see, the essence was to put the parties together in groups so that they can be nationalistic in character. The current UP year, we mo adiaban plus no kamudino hana.
Plus in a car.
Plus in the cousin.
I'm not the cousin, but it's not part of the name.
It's United Party.
But
can say plus.
Okay, but plus in any documents.
Okay. Clearly, it brings a bit of confusion. In fact, not a bit. It brings huge confusion. Huge confusion. They say, they trace the antecedent to the former UP. That Nkrumah's actions led to the formation of the UP led by Buziano. They think that as a UP Abadia a party, no. But I can tell you also that names don't win elections. Because nka edin winning elections are nka CPP are winning elections since 2000. Don't forget that CPP, UP, PMP were all proscribed. They were proscribed as soon as they were toppled. Until the year 2000, the CPP name was given back because Scott said there's no law that proscribed it. Until the name CPP came back in the year 2000 with Professor George Hagan as the first presidential candidate of the CPP in the year 2000. Until Inka Ayedi and winning elections, I may say Inka CPP would have won elections. By the way, the UP didn't win elections. So, baby Ayejinano is the dichotomy. Say, okay, yakoichire akofa old political party edinidin aba.
Yeah.
But if you check in the history of African politics, no, all names have not won. Say, okay, Kenya. They have the Kenya African National Union, KANU. Now, Uhuru Kenyatta. Ne papa na deba Jomo Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta be di party name ekodru baby no no hu say mo de sadi no ekwa emboa. So they changed the name to a modern name.
Okay.
And it me edin kunim. ZANU PF in Zimbabwe is suffering. ANC in South Africa is suffering.
So I'm advising UP say Omonsi Dinana.
I don't know what would have caused the. Because, like I said, Nkrumah brought Avoidance of Discrimination Act, and that led to the formation of the original UP.
Yeah.
This photocopy UP, no, what is it?
Photocopy interesting.
This photocopy. Because Mona Moe breaking FIMO MPP.
And are you telling me say no being Bernard before you were giving Bernard?
Me.
No being Bernard.
Bernard. Say me papa I will Bernard.
So ma wo Bernard.
Dabi me papa on wo Bernard.
Wo dey.
On wo Bernard and son or wo me.
Dabi enye se wo no wo ye.
Me come me papa sem. O na wo so akofo obi. Na Bernard na Bernard no eye krom din. Nka o ka say ambatayele
no nko ana
me na me ambatayele the first
awo kro wo busia nyina mu.
In fact Zakaria a blind man did not tell you ambatayele nimbo mbibe batayele. So honestly speaking I would wish them well. I know there are good characters within that front. Persons that have contributed enormously at the Magana. But I would think that instead of forming the UP, nkamu de buy na mo se PNC for yaba form so. Ye nyina yan hwe kwan a ye betimi eyi NDC any MPP. But doing a new political party all together no. Well, I wish you well. I wish you well.
All right. Come on.
Yo, Bernard de Becker say ya na MPP ne ni sasa control sa so
me say mo fambra na yenye juma in the PNC.
Don't worry, Alan Chamanti will be reaching out to you. Any smaller parties in Inega, anything say a broad base, so on because what can say new a mono and travel there. Let us say a PNC in so mother.
PNC new.
I see a focus.
PNC new formed in 1992 with MPP and NDC as the only surviving political parties that from the Fourth Republic. Yes, yes. The CPP came in the year 2000. Make us announce him. CPP came with Professor Hagan in the year 2000, but PNC started. In fact, it is the first political party to be formed and credited by the Electoral Commission. Check the records. And so MPP and NDC. NDC, in fact, was the last of the three surviving political parties. Check the record.
Adam say.
Inti modi amon fambra na
moago. Moma meshe yemu na yenko. Sa na yepese yeka. And as we speak today, Oye Bernard Mona. One set maybe at it. How many PNC?
Oye does.
Would te wo monka in the
does.
I won't go better.
Makakun wo ho awudu wo ho desmo.
As compared to the United Party, you're so vibrant. Everywhere. This platform. This platform, we are on it, if not throughout the week, at least 3 times in a week.
Yeah, demonstration be now.
Debbie, maybe all the man I mean.
Mommy, demonstration now.
Yeah, mommy. Nice, actually. Maybe. NDC for Kasapa, Munti meet your mother. Overgas of Mutiana. MPP for Kasapa. What I'm saying is, you're vibrant in the space of Ghanaian politics.
Yeah.
So, okay, Ayana, Yakasu, I do with the BC in the Kaika. Look, Bibia was the first time. What happened in 2016? 2 parties are no Mudia at that time, 2016. Now the ruling party. Send ye Alan de Kokoye, I been a Kokoye. Adna Patrice Tolo, at Teno. So Bako independent. Sromos Reno, or Mudina to choose.
Hey, Patrice Talon, he was not part of the ruling party.
No, oh yeah.
There was not the government. He was virtually in exile, struggling to come back.
No, you know, of the ruling party, no more, a moon will free. And you know, what by ya or Cassia, you say, oh, now we're there over the Diablo. Now, Chrome has independent in Ben, I win it. Or more trouble, no one, 20-something%. Now, ruling party in the mobile 31% or so. That is all Mokorano. Omukor runoff, no Patrice, and them by 65% at their winning. Or by the second term or some winning. me share the documentary on CNN. Omo koye, omo focus on health sector, no more yini no more education in the kaika. In the history of Benin, independent president in Bayern, massive development in Nishisha, Papa, a course on Nibinzida.
Oh, Kabini Masima Bisame, because me I may call her on most often. My very good fan Africanists are there. I can attest to the quality of developments that are taking place. But I can also tell you, say like many other countries, those developments are exported to foreign companies. But development is taking place. Foreign companies no more yeah. Until the bulk of the money no assign acco. Otherwise, development no dear ever.
Who did you? Say one man foreign company about development across no any baby. Maybe I would just come on with the acon. And then says can more we are boom bottom to development the Biangoso.
And to send your MPP for more
to send your muye or muye ya just a development the Biangoso.
Commander with
Media Mayor United Party.
We chief for MPP.
That was then.
Papa we me see near okoye wo volta region.
Commander akwa de meka o de meka say wa say we see
16 near okoye
na me bufu na me kasaya na manfo ntiase
Oni papa we ye ma MPP.
So ne je.
Obi adi na say wa ye adwuma ma MPP.
Sa no omi krampa ebufu a odi hwe me no nka nya me krampa anka we ni krampa betime akum.
That's what I want.
The evil face that he used to look at me, no.
All in support of
propaganda. So, the United Party na yaba. A broad base. You be quite amo. Yeah. So be a bit me again. Okay. Anutina, you say a centrist party. The mere fact say you want center right, center left, you know. Say intimate centrist. No. I didn't know no align movement. So on the we I say young Congo do it, and it's working for the countries. Let it near Kenyan say, Yang, ye share center right. Yama, a ye papa one, ye baby. Ye share center left, Yama, ye papa one. Look, and then say, we should mupa ideologies. Who wants a quaco ye trabutu visa, or on the MPP ananka ye center writer, a property owning democracy. After they know about welfare system. Say mefa free education bra obi anya bi ye
welfare system na mo dey buy no na mo be che eduane covid a mo be di eduane say mo be che kakra na mo fa sika no na koy no eno na ye welfare system no
any social interventions policy be by ye bia no e welfare system e center left
mo distribute eduane for 3 days
project.
Go and check the money that you made.
Myanmar, and Cassie said, and this one will believe in center left here, and Nana MPP, and you know, I don't know, more Cassia, more Yanama, Fahonama, Fasicate, many genius MPP and Niska, many genius. But my child said, policy, ideologies, you know, Danny. Yeka property owning democracy, are you telling me, say, Obinde, NBC more like the focus, and say, let's build. The can say private individuals.
But then this is an amalgamation of
more. It's not amalgamation.
Obeda Samamo, they were with you.
And the Kufa do no CPPD. A Kufa do no CPPD. Fremont Paris no CPPD.
Inti.
Inti. I mean,
they have voluptuous appetite for your welfare.
So you want to say NPP a party or Mupreja Padiana?
Yeah. Precisely where's now me person me you say I'm into me and kind.
Obiani we say a property owning democracy so interested. Maybe I minister say o preja pade ba ho. Memo wo fa obi ti say Kwame Despite. Wo fa obi ti say Gongo. A wo walk into business you breed them. No mo no etima fa nipa. Say dey be ya sa bed no e be free aban so. So on dey no. And no any the main focus. Bedroom baby and I'm father, no more about more almost. They say minimum 2016, yeah, prescription man of paracetamol near the day. Now, on Yesikan Koto, or Swiss cancer or the Aquacoto, and then you come millionaires in this country, or Kahubi. And then obey a millionaire. Or new company, or near trading, or near share, as you say, a come millionaires or Kahubi. Yet, I'm scam will be so from Congo, yeah, no, there's apartment to Accra, or Covacas and Wanibreno. What I say, these are some of the things we need to look at. And a yen centrist party, I say the big name. ye be gina mfimfi na ya make sure say obia atimaba on board na ya build united can say Ghana say Ghana former united party
reform for slogan
na say ye ka say united party
na mo say Ghana
elections ni ye ka say Bernard Mona ye hwe onim dia obetima hande sa de obra ye hwe ndc mu ye yubi ahwe we mu ye yubi na ye ba office Ghana asumdwe magana asumdwe papa Ghana so ho ne etem na ekokoye sa winner takes all na from 1992 mo abresa
advice and say dino monsesa no
you see one kasa no I don't know
me dey say maybe some
me say mama like one say dem rofo no bebre wo hye yen a wo mo bae wo mo say o ye nyame so mo nya mo kwa kofa nyame so fufra ye gitu mu wo mo bae o bibi Africa na nya papa apio ni safufu wo mo ja wo mo de ya pio yi bi akono mo de asikyira kogu ma ye ni snap wo mo no mo ye de frem wo mo say o we na papa
da be wo mo de honey account no my friend honey whiskey
sana o mo hyehyɛ mo agye edidie aden naka edi Gold Coast se nim se Ghana se na ba be ya ko muja Gold Coast no ho ma yen o ti ase ye change di from Gold Coast ba Ghana ye ye komuni a entity ono no emfa agi ye ne say ye united party we want to build a united Ghana na wo share the integrity the character of the leader of the party o ti ase alanche maintain wo hwe the character na o de atotototo ba wo miamu ni ade ho na it should give you a clue obi a ono wo kasa wo dwene ho wo kan yes won chenyi na no biem.
All right, so obusuafo enti enkomo no na akoso no na it is funny sometimes me de bia meka idea OSP no eye no eye me can say in fact out of bounds the oil no ade bia sebi nsɛmhunu na odi no bada woni hwan ko kase sebi okomfo ese kokɔ OSP yamao edwuma wan kasa kra na on the February okache Ghana for say ni we hu afa kinufrata ho enti o be frɛ no na kinufrata watoto na no according to letter no the buy no all the way from March, February, March, April, May, June. Obaya BC April, May, June. If we see August. Here we are, we see September. And then you October, my year call November mo. And two parties say, ubet me you see the whole of the year. And they investigating tobacco until when you know how many people and in 4 years no. Ubet me investigate you. That is not more than 4 people now beat me. I investigate you. Meanwhile, o mine no spend this sika wo. Meanwhile, o mine ni mo sika twitwiri die. Se fire investigation we o hwe sika nko a akọ the office of the special prosecutor. Na so ye se onfa enhwe saa niema na abusiafo me ka kyewa otim be hyehyew. It is as ika wenya nka yembisa se omudi yi Ghana kwan ema ya kwan ye fe ema se bi ye cars enketwa na akese ye passenger cars ye bus any chese any type of car efa so na se bi ye save petrol any accident free a senke beboa but ye dia koma ba akofo in the name of investigation. Meanwhile, investigation so kwano enkoso aguru bi na wudi. According to no Kebitela no amehwe no and I think say me did say video no ba no pai. Share the kind of sika ye kukuru di mu wurawe na the kind of adwuma oye e de abo Ghana. My humble advice and I think say that is the same advice people are giving to John Dramani Mahama, including Hopeson Adorye. And I think Bernard Muda so Eka Bibisa. That office of the special prosecutor and a office of the special prosecutor, yes, OSP no, the office no, it is have no sense. In fact, it is useless. It is what useless, and that office must be what scrapped. I will say you free honor. I will say dissolve our office no. Now obi a won be jobless because they are doing useless work. They are just sitting there taking allowances. Look at that useless boy. Same da ko enano po kasa ane Roland Walker e TV3 me this video na person in the beginning na no pa ya na me the buy wait me check it out. The interview between the Roland Walker, how arrogant and this guy, how just disrespectful he is in terms of explaining the OSP's in the case of the abandonment. You see, this thing has no explanation. Any quans yes so near my phone we so Ghana ye Jimmy Sebi, some painful Jimmy Sebi, and quite also Jimmy Sebi, a bed den or man we are could anymore. A bed den or man we yet none and I saw a bed den or man we are finding to my perfra because will be a wookrum be a Sebi o Jimmy, yen yatia for enka a sit den and anka Kimuforata, our US ya US 40 million crop for eba. Coffee boat in the crop for or man be track or man for manco US. Ade o mobridge or mumbra. Ade na yede Ghana. Saa treaty na eni omo no agreement no afa hifa. Commonwealth agreement na afa hifa. Afa hifa. That mutual relationship our countries have between themselves and afa hifa. Can't we also go there at any point in time and grab that guy to come and face trials? Na yet one na senior sika e wo saade we ho meanwhile sika na yase no sika na wadie na ye pena mana ba na wabeyi nsema no enti yesia yusu sika oman we ye sick. This country from head to toe we are sick. But you can catch you John Mahama. So one scrabble that kind what do call it? So called office of the special prosecutor. People will be annoyed. Let me tell you. Adeɛ nketenkete sɛ yɛ o ɛna ɛma amammuo no yɛ din edu baabi a bɛhu sɛ na yɛ den tawee o de bɔ so na awai. I'm telling you because people will start speaking hatred words to your government, and when people start to speak in that manner, it tells you are failing, you are retrogressing instead of progressing. It tells you things are coming down, things are falling apart. And we the journalists, we bloggers, we vloggers, we whoever social media activists, political activists, we sit here and what tells you what will happen in future. And we're a government and we are not recalcitrant. You hear what the angels are saying. Obeti the above for they come. It's just simple. Don't scrabble that OSP in the office because it is of no sense. It has no sense to be there. Meanwhile, you're more Juma won't mean. Now, Baka won't us or money you won't mean. How would you? Sometimes this is a logic. This is the test of. I don't understand. No compensation. Medikiaka Ghana had the end to some function. OSP no must be what must go. OSP must go because he is just a useless guy over there. Onim de oye oni ne nkrofo omoto obi ahunye mebufu sha akwa na okasa e Samedako claiming to be special strategic one operations in the OSP. Stupid position, useless position. Sometimes you can say I'm confront you, but if you learn, if you have learned what I've learned, and I say what's the emotion, and I say what the akoswa, and I want to watch it OSP nin sem na nkabum se be eya bufo sem se be ensem huna ye ntrosem na wo pese oti nso a ko me video na be post 21st wa ene 21st of October 2025 obi hu say video no and you begin to annoyed you begin to be paranoid about all these things. And it is sad. I don't know if you could have yam from brand new human ye dear picture. Why you comment section median mega macro, papa.